We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On first down, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On the ready.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and goal, Mills. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by RS S2. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Here's Lawrence. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
To the right side, this is Walker. Down to about the 32. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. No score after one on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 32 yards. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready, break.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. ETN once more. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, they're going to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Powers through it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long run.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Mills. Left side here, and it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach it. Got it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They go play action with Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
We go set.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On play action, Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Mills. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mills now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Mills to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Screen play, here's ETN. And some room to maneuver. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Catch is made by Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mills. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Mills. Throw out wide to Walker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Short yardage situation. You have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, Walker. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. ETN. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Exit.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Devon Hamilton. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Running right, here's Walker. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 38, Mills. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mills. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mills going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Got it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. The pass there complete to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Again, it's Lawrence. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
I'm ready.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Lawrence to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Jags grab it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
comes the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one whoop.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Taking it about the 1. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Another toe for Etienne. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Jags, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.